So this is section 5.3 and the rest of the problems that I'm going to do here. Section 5.3, I'm calling it part 2, which is essentially a few problems where you have to use your calculator. So use calculator in degree mode. So there is a DG, which is the default mode, by the way, in your calculator. So use that one and make sure that it is in degree mode in your calculator, and then punch in these numbers and get the answer. So I will do a couple of problems here. For example, 102, cosine of 41 degrees and 24 minutes. So you have to plug in 41 degrees and 24 minutes in the calculator, find the cosine of it. The answer should be 0.7501107. Similarly, 104, problem number 104, cosecant of 145 degrees and 45 minutes. Now, in your calculator, there is no cosecant, but there is a sine. And you know the relationship, cosecant is 1 over sine, 145 degrees and 45 minutes. So if you do this part, sine of 145 degrees and 45 minutes, that number will be 0.562804927, and then if you take 1 over this number, you will get the answer, 1.776814578. So that's a little bit of extra step that you need to do there. Let's move on to 108. In 108, it's a tangent of a negative angle, negative 80 degrees and 06 minutes. Again, you can plug in the whole thing there, negative 80 degrees and 06 minutes, the whole thing, and take the tangent. You can directly do that in your calculator, and the answer will be negative 5.7297416. Let's move on to the inverse function. So for the following problems, we want to calculate the inverse of these functions. So calculating inverses. How will you do that? 116 tan theta equal to 6.4358841. So calculating theta, we have to write tan inverse, and there is a function in your calculator which is inverse function. Tan inverse of 6.4358841. And if you do that in calculator, then the answer will be 81.168073 degrees. So the answer is in terms of theta, theta is in degrees. Similarly, 118, sine theta equal to 0.84802194. Similar idea, theta is equal to sine inverse of 0.84802194. And if you do this in your calculator, then you will get 57.997172 degrees. Let's try another problem, 120. This is a little bit of different problem. It's giving you cosecant of theta equal to 1.38611147. Now I don't know cosecant, there is no cosecant inverse in your calculator, but I do know sine. And so this is 1 over sine. So this value is 1 over sine. That is 1.38611147. So if I just flip it, then sine theta equal to 1 over 1.38611147. So from there we can calculate theta, which is sine inverse of 1.38611. And if you do that, then you get 46.1 17358.205 degrees. So there's one more step here. If you have something that inverse not given to you, you know what's the known function for that and convert it and then find the inverse. Similarly, 122 secant is 1.1606.249. So this is 1 over cosine. So cosine will be 1 over 1.1606.249. And that number is 0.86160483131. And if you take the inverse of cosine inverse of that number, you will get 30.502 degrees. So that's pretty much your part 2 of section 5.3. So let's write the homework problems, the rest of the homework problems for 5.3. So homework, rest of them, 101, 103, 105, 107, 109, 115, 117, 119, 121. The next time we will start 5.4, and once we are done with 5.4, we have a review session coming up on Wednesday and a test on Friday. All right.